that your wife?
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, now that I see it, don't go wide here real quick. Anybody wants to be on.
Hey guys, welcome everybody. This is Outlawed on Stone. Keith Hammonds, our current Pro Stock 4x4 truck leader, is right below me. And I got Keith and Craig. Craig, raise your hand. Craig, raise your hand. Okay, that's Craig. Please raise your hand. They're with the Dixon County Fair Board, and the Outlaws are going to be in Dixon Thursday night. And then the great Ron Stone is below me, sitting in a car in Indiana. He went to buy some lottery tickets, and he just kept driving. So he ended up out there.
Yeah, I'm like in close to Santa Claus, Indiana, if you've ever heard of that before. So.
That's good. That's good. Well, Craig and Keith, if you could just hang with us for a few minutes, let's interview our promoters, and we'll move into you. Is that okay?
You bet.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Craig, Heath, Dixon County Fair. When does the Dixon County Fair start? Does it start today, tomorrow? Is it all week?
Well, the fair actually starts tomorrow, the 6th. It gets underway, and then Thursday night we get into our Outlaw Tractor Pull, the 7th at 7 o'clock.
Perfect. So how long has the Dixon County Fair been going on? Give us some good tidbits for those of us who've never been to Concord, Nebraska.
Well, in 2013, we had our 100th year celebration of the Dixon County Fair. And that is when one of our fellow local pullers got together with some sponsors and some helpers, and they brought in the Outlaws. We switched over to Outlaws at that time. We used to run some other things, odds and ends. So in 2013, we started with the Outlaws and been doing it every year since. We used to run 2 tracks, but we've been down to 1 track for quite a few years just because of the help and the money it takes.
There's nothing wrong with that. We appreciate every promoter that has an event. As a puller, we're just happy that we have a place to go. So again, it starts at 7 o'clock Thursday night. Ron, have you been to Concord before?
I have. 2020, I was in Concord. 2021, Josh announced that show last year. But yeah, I'll be back there announcing Thursday night. Awesome.
That's only 2 days away, Ron. So keep driving after the show. Okay.
Hey, I'm heading west right after this.
Good deal. Good deal. Again, if you're just joining us, we have Craig and Heath up there in the upper right-hand corner. They are on the fair board out there, Dixon the Dixon, is it Dixon County? Yeah, Dixon County Fair and Concord, Nebraska. And they're having an Outlaw show this Thursday night, 7 o'clock. I'm going to go to my Outlaw app, and then Keith Hammonds is going to join us, and we'll talk about Pro Stock 4x4 truck pulling, his truck career, and then we'll finish out the show. We got the Rock Valley promoters coming on as well. Thunder in the Valley is this coming weekend. Let me find the Outlaw app to go through. I know you're having the 4-1 Limited Pros because that's my class. 3200 Super Field, the LLM, that's a light limited mods, the light limited pros, limited pro stocks, that's my class, and the Super Farm tractors. So 5 big classes Thursday night. You said starting at 7 o'clock. So who are some of your big sponsors, Craig, Heath, that really helped put all this together?
We got Rosenberg Implement, which you'll be seeing them out on the track helping us maintain the track. Nebraska 811, Myrtle Creek Trucking, Dixon County Feedlot, Lux Brothers, Travis Mattis Construction, Dutlison Construction, Samuelson Seed, HMR Construction, and Kleinschmidt Ag. So we got quite a few sponsors, and that's just naming a few.
No, that's fine, and you can't do it without them. We all recognize that a lot, and we appreciate all that they do to make it happen. So either one of you guys trucks or tractor pullers, or what made you get involved with the fair board and the actual pull itself?
Well, I guess we grew up in Dixon County, and we do pull, but we do the farm pull the next day. So we're kind of the small guys yet. So
no, that's how it starts. Then you get an addiction, and then you just go spend stupid money so you can go pulling, and that's just how it works. So.
Yep, that's how it works.
Well, that's how it started for me. I started with an 856, and now I don't even know what I have, but it costs a lot of money, but it's a lot of fun. So it's all part of it. This will be my first time coming to Concord, Nebraska. Tell me about Concord, Nebraska. I heard it's a town of like 100,000. A lot of bars, restaurants, a lot of fun things to do.
Well, I think there's about maybe 100 people. Yeah, there is no bars, no mini marts, no businesses, but that's kind of what gets people when they come in. They looking for places to go buy some things, and like, well, you're gonna have to drive back, 15 miles south and go to Wayne or something like that, or the Allen or Laurel. But there is a little town of Dixon, which is 2 miles away, does have a bar.
Okay, good deal. But I mean, I think it's important when you think about what a fair means to a county. For that week or that 4 days, whatever, how long your fair is, everybody heads to town, and it's kind of a celebration. And then back in the day, that's honestly the only time you went to town unless you needed feed or something like that. And Nebraska is known for pulling. You guys have a lot of truck and tractor pulls out there, so I would assume your fans they get pretty pumped when the Outlaws come to town, don't they?
We did get a pretty good turnout. For the county itself is only about 6,000 people, and to get the people that we do get here is pretty amazing. 2020 was really good for us because there was a lot of the local polls never did happen. So, but we stuck with it, and we had ours, and we had a really good show and a good turnout. And that's when Ron said he was here last.
Yeah, that's been a common theme. If somebody was able to have a poll in 2020, they probably had a record crowd. Because Ron and I interview a lot of promoters and pullers, and that seems to be a common theme. Again, if you're just joining us, Craig and Heath from the Dixon County Fair, Concord, Nebraska, this Thursday night, 7 p.m. 5 great outlaw truck and tractor pulling classes. You can go to the app. You can check it out. It starts at 7 o'clock. What does it cost to get in, Heath?
It's $15 for admission.
Okay. And is there a breakdown for the kids or anything like that at all, Heath?
12 and under are free. Otherwise, it's $15 per admission, unless you want to come for the whole fair, and then it's $45 for the season pass.
Okay. Lauren Paulson.
40. Sorry.
Okay. Lauren Paulson with the Deer Commander just texted me and basically said it's her hometown poll, and if anybody can't afford to get in, he's just going to run a tab at the gate. Are you guys okay with that?
Yes. Lauren is very good to us. He helps us get this poll on, helps us keep it going every year. So, he's really been good for us.
No, Lauren's a friend of mine, and I pick on him a lot. So Des just jumped on the show, so we're having some fun. So But
yeah, I seen Dad's had some remarks there.
well, Craig, it's very positive. We love pulling there. It's basically our hometown pull. That's as nice as saying my voice sounds as good as Ron Stone. I mean, those are some of the compliments that a person can get out there. So.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Man.
Do you allow coolers to come in the gate, guys?
We do not. Bings, we got a beer garden. We don't like to have the coolers come in.
Okay. I understand. We get that question a lot, so you guys do sell beer there on the ground. So
yeah,
just want to make sure. What time do the gates open there Thursday night?
It'll open at 7 o'clock Thursday morning. So it'll be open all day. Okay. So anybody and everybody can come in.
So people can come early and
go ahead, Craig.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of livestock stuff going on all day long. 4-H livestock all starts Thursday.
And
you have people like.
Go ahead, Ron.
You have people like come and pick their seats and lay blankets on their seats like early in the day. I know we see that at some events like Rock Valley's one where we'll see that where people come claim their seats, long before the event starts.
Yep, that's how it works here too.
Okay. Okay,
Ron,
good deal.
Ron, you don't
yes,
need
sir.
You don't need to put a blanket on the announcer's stand. That's reserved for you, buddy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping they would leave me a spot over there.
No, that's good. Again, Dixon County
Fair. We don't want to do
it. Concord, Nebraska, this Thursday night, 7 p.m. It's a hometown pull for the Paulsons, and they're excited to have the Outlaws. And then, kind of, what did you say? Friday is the farm pull? Did you say? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Friday at 11 we run our. It's called Farm Truck Hot Farm. We'll even run the 3200s, 3,000 RPMs. We run everything.
Good.
We usually get. I think last year we had like 120 hooks that day, and we did it the day of. Then the Outlaw pull that night, so that about wore us out. So we're doing it a little different this year.
No, that's good. But that's what makes it fair fun, Craig. The local guys and gals get to pull their trucks and tractors, and then they get to watch some big stuff as well. So, I mean, that's why you do what you do. So, is there anybody else you want to thank, Craig or Heath, tonight?
Just all the spectators and watchers that watch it on Beer Money and Outlaw, and I'll name off a few more sponsors. Part-Time Metal Creations, Hanson Repair, CHS, Mike's Heating and Cooling, L&L Farms, Dixon County Elevator, Nick Tramp Realty, Genesis Enterprises, and Midwest Custom Application.
Nice. So it sounds like you have really good support from local businesses to make the fair happen, guys.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah, we do.
2 years
when
I was there announcing the show 2 years ago, you had for an intermission there was an auction. Are you guys doing the auction again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And just want to let everybody know, if you can't make it to Concord Thursday night, you can still watch live on Outlaw Pulling TV. We will be there live streaming that show. So we'll be live in Concord. I know it was kind of a challenge a couple of years ago because of the cell phone service there. It's kind of down in a bowl down there. I know cell phone service was not that great, but you guys are using like you have some kind of Wi-Fi set there today?
A Wi-Fi trailer from NNTC.
Gotcha. One of your sponsors. Awesome.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. Anything else that you guys would need to let people know about what to expect at Concord on Thursday night?
Well, we just, I guess we need a little rain, but we've got some. We got a little today again, but hopefully everything works out and just people come out and have a good time.
No, that's what it's all about. Yeah. Again, this Thursday, 7 o'clock, 5 classes with the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. 3,200 Superfield, Light Limited Pro Stocks, Light Limited Modified, Super Farms, and the limited pro stocks. So, Ron, do you have anything else for the guys?
That's all I got, guys. We'll see you up there Thursday. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Heath.
Sounds good. Thank you.
See you guys. That was Craig and Heath from Dixon County Fair in Concord, Nebraska. Keith Hammond, currently lead the Pro Stock 4x4 trucks. Welcome to Outlawed with Ron Stone, Keith. How are you tonight?
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Just nice, humid, hot day in Missouri.
Yeah, what's the weather like at your place right now?
What's that?
What's the weather like at your place right now?
Oh, mid 90s. Hot, humid.
Yeah. Are they calling for any rain by your place, Keith, or is it all going north of you?
I don't think anything until about Wednesday.
Okay. We just got a shower at Richland Center, Wisconsin, where I live. That stuff across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota is sweeping into Wisconsin now. So.
Yeah.
Keith, I've been trying to get you on here for a while. For the main reason is you're kind of the man in the Pro Stock 4x4. 5 seasons, you've won a championship 4 times. Currently,
You're breaking up pretty bad, Ron. I can't hardly understand you.
Ron, don't move. Try talking again.
Did you hear me, Jake?
No, it sounded really jumbled up there, Ron.
Okay.
Try it one more time.
All right. I was just mentioning that Keith's kind of the man in the Pro Stock 4-wheel drive class. 4 championships in the last 5 years in the class. What's your secret?
I don't know that there is one. A lot of work, spend a lot of money. Maybe try a little harder than everybody else. I really don't know what the secret is.
Well, it's a super competitive class. You're leading the points right now. One thing that I've noticed about you, Keith, is that you're out there looking at the track before it's even being built. As it's being built, you're running the dirt through your fingers. I mean, what are you looking for when you're doing that?
Well, you're looking for wet spots in the track. Something that mud hole been sitting there for a week or a month, and you want to try to avoid that. Just looking where the sled will roll easy, and these trucks aren't very heavy on a pretty small tire, so you got to have everything you can get.
Yeah. Now you have your engines built with Rolla competition engines, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I know I make mention of the fact when your class starts, that you guys are pushing 10,000 RPM. You mentioned to me at Ravenna, I think it was a few weeks ago, that you said that was 10,000 and then some. Did you ever see what your recall button showed your RPM there at Ravenna that night?
It was over 10.1.
10,100 RPM.
There's 10.4 chip in it, and it was getting pretty close. So it's a little harder than we like to pound on them.
Wow.
That's amazing. Yeah. Limited pro stock guys will never know anything about that.
Anybody with any common sense probably wouldn't turn anything over 9,000.
Go for it, Keith. It's working. Don't worry about it.
That's just parts. Jim might argue with me some on that, but
I'll ask you the question like I ask every puller on here. What kind of horsepower numbers are you making?
Oh, we're pushing that 1,100 mark pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's dyno is a little different, so
yeah,
it's just a number.
I'm gonna mute Mike. I'm gonna mute Ron there for a second, Keith. He was getting a pretty bad whistle.
Yeah.
So, if any of you have a question for Keith Hammonds, the last 4 out of the 5 years he's won the Pro Stock 4x4 trucks championship with the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association bipolar, currently in the lead. I want to know, Keith, I don't know a ton about you. I know your truck runs good, and that's about all I know. Can you kind of start at the beginning and how you got into pulling? Is it a family thing, or is it something you went to a pull with a kid and one of your buddies? The next thing you know, you own a truck?
A little bit of everything. I mean, I know in the 50s, my grandfather pulled mules, and then my mother, they're both pulled a Ford truck in the 70s. And I don't know, I've just always been into motorsports at some point.
When did you start driving truck, Keith?
We started in probably 2012 with the pulling truck.
Okay. And has it always been bipolar, same metal?
Well, it was steel body before, but now it's all fiberglass.
Okay, gotcha. But the same body style?
Yep, there's always been a 72.
How long have you been pulling with the Outlaws, Keith?
Oh, it'd be our 6th year, I guess. Yeah, 6th year, I think.
Okay, so where do you live at in Missouri?
Yes.
We're at Missouri, sorry.
We're in Green City.
Green City. So how far is that from like Ravenna, like that you'll travel this weekend?
Oh, well, we go to
Rock Valley.
Right, Rock Valley this weekend. It's about 6.5 hours up there.
Okay. So like what are some of the closer pulls close to home for you, Keith, on the schedule?
Well, they had Unionville's about 30 miles away, but they won't have our class. Out of Macon's probably an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. Nothing super close.
Okay. So you must what draws you to the Outlaws, I guess, then to run that much farther from home? Keith, what's the allure of the Outlaws for you?
I mean, it's I don't know, there's awful good trucks there, and I know a lot of the tractor guys there that pull with them, and I mean the Missouri stuff's just as far. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you're gonna drive 4 hours to any pull around here.
Nice. Bloomfield, Iowa.
Yeah, Bloomfield's probably an hour and a half, something like that.
So we're there next Wednesday, the 13th. Your class is there too, right?
Yeah, we haven't been to Bloomfield in, I don't know, since IMO age, 8 or 9 years ago. So it'll be fun to go back.
Yep. Is that part of their fair, Keith, or is it something else?
I really couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Okay, I appreciate your honesty. Jim Birch wants to know, what track do you like most in the Outlaw series? And you don't have to answer that if you don't want, because I don't want you to get in trouble. You can dance around it.
Well, there's fun tracks, and then there's good tracks.
There you go.
As far as being able to use all the horsepower you got, Weeping Water, Nebraska takes a lot of power. I mean, that's a really bitey track. As far as fun tracks, Wisner, there's no doubt that the atmosphere there is amazing. It's a lot of fun. Troy, Missouri's got a good track. There's a lot of them.
Good. No, that's fun. If anybody's got any questions for Keith, type them into the comments. Mark Ham was hitting on you earlier, calling you good looking. I don't know what that's all about, Keith, but
who knows about Mark?
Yeah, those photographer guys, you got to keep an eye on them. So, that is for sure. And then somebody says, I'm not sure who this is. This Doug Voth? Ask him if he is the godfather of pulling. Who would say that? Would Voth say that, or?
I don't know that anybody would say that.
You don't think anybody would say that?
No.
4 out of 5 years though, points championship. Ron alluded to that earlier. That's pretty awesome, Keith.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky. We had a couple of PPL championships for that. Had an IMO championship for that. I would have to say that as far as making the truck more competitive, Randy Johnson and Grizzly beat us like 13 pulls in a row by, inches. And, and Randy and I was good friends, and that truck really pushed us to work on our stuff a little harder, and we definitely did to.
Yep. Randy passed away a year and a half ago now. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it's real similar. Yeah, real close to that.
Okay. Is his son still bringing the truck out?
Phil is running the truck. He's ran the truck with him for years. I think currently they're working on getting it all ready to go. So hopefully we'll see him out soon.
Good deal. Good deal. So what does Keith do when he's not truck pulling? What's your real job? Because I know you make so much money truck pulling.
Yeah. I don't know. I got a trench business, trim trees, do land clearing. Nothing special.
No, you're very diversified. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Who do you Ron? How's your cell phone signal doing, Stone?
I was going to talk, but I wasn't sure if you still had me muted or not. I haven't heard that whistle.
Yep. So go ahead. I want you to be able to talk because you know more about Keith than I do, but I also don't want you to sound like crap either.
Gotcha. Yeah, just let me know and
go
mute
ahead right now. Don't move. You sound good. So talk to Keith.
Right. I'm not moving. I'm moving. So Keith, I mean, you pulled the truck for how many years now? You said.
Yeah, 10, 11, somewhere in there. Yeah.
It's coming back. Yeah. Did you mute me?
Nope, not yet. But let's try again. Keep going.
All right. Just wondered if you had aspirations to pull in any other class, or if you're just at home in the Pro Stock 4x4 class.
Oh, I mean, I think anybody'd want to drive a mini rod once, but I don't know that that's probably out of our budget. No, I'm happy right where we're at. I mean, it's a pretty competitive class. I mean, if you like big block Chevys and big block Fords and you like to turn a lot of RPMs, it's a place to be.
It's a super competitive class, and you know, the DOT tires trying to get the hook up. There's a lot of strategy involved, and it's not just as easy as going out there and you know, dumping the clutch and hitting the hammer. It's you know, it really takes a lot of these tracks take some really good drivability and some patience to win on.
Yeah, there's not any easy tracks. And when you get you know, 15, 18 really competitive trucks, I mean, you better be on your game. And a lot of it's luck, you know, being right place at the right time.
Yeah, I know Ravenna on Saturday night. You know, that was an early start. Started at 5:30, and I think you drew last in that class, and the track really went away. And I think you ended up with a third, which was pretty amazing to me. The track was pretty much going by the time you got up there. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough. Yeah.
No, I was pretty amazed by that hook that you were able to muster a third as in the last hook of that class that the track had really gone away. There was the wind there on Saturday night. So, who do you see, Keith, as your main competition? Who really pushes you to do in the class?
Shoot, I mean, everybody. Brett Stamps doesn't get mentioned a lot, and he is an extremely competitive truck. You know, obviously Martin Loretta Soma or this year, you know, Dave Walter's nothing to sneeze at. Obviously Vanderpool, you know, I mean, it's pretty much a twin to my truck. So, you know, they're all right in there. Tough.
Do you have anybody you want to thank? You've got a little FaceTime. Any sponsors or anybody that helped you out, Keith?
Oh, yeah. Always got to give out a shout out to Jim Evans. I mean, he goes out of his way to make, you know, several of us real nice engines. And we got a couple local sponsors. We got Bryce Terry at Terry Implement helps us a little bit.
You know that guy.
Yeah, he should. Terry Wynn, Angus Farms, they help us a little bit. Got a little local bar over here that gives us some money. It's Greencastle Tavern. So it all helps. I mean, boy, it costs a lot of money to go up and down the road these days.
Oh, yeah. Definitely does. What would it take at the local bar to stream Outlaw Pulling TV at pulls you're pulling at?
I don't know. I don't know if they're that tech savvy. You got to remember, we're 35 miles from Walmart. So you know.
There's a bar in Minnow, South Dakota that streams all the events Mark Walmart pulling at.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'll have to ask them if they would. Hey, a lot of people on here that's gonna know who I'm talking about. You guys probably don't know him a lot. I've met him, but Jared Kerr is a good friend of mine. Helped me pulling for years, and he's not doing very good right now. So we just want to throw out a couple of prayers to him.
Absolutely. hopefully it gets just better here pretty soon.
He's for a truck for years. It was a very competitive truck.
Okay.
But
yep. The prayers going out to him for sure. And, well, Keith, if you have any more shout outs or anything that you want to thank anybody?
hey, thanks for you guys for having us on here, and all of us for Beer Money Pulling Team. You know, getting Outlaws out there a little more, and you know, it all helps. And more advertising we can do, the more money we get paid, and that's what it's all about.
We're trying to help put more butts in the seats, Keith. And
Yeah,
we're having it's the Outlaws is a great organization. So
we'll appreciate that.
well, we'll see you in Ravenna, Keith. Or I'm sorry,
Rock
Yeah, Rock Valley. Yep.
Yep.
Sounds great, guys. Have a good evening.
Appreciate it, but have a good night.
You too.
So that was Keith Hammonds, everybody, from Green City, Missouri, right? Green City. Did I say that right, Ron?
That's correct.
And he has the bipolar truck. I'll put his up there on the screen. Good. 4 out of the last 5 years, he's won the points championship. He's currently first in the points right now. So good stuff. Good stuff.
Very tough competitor.
Legend Rich Rozeboom with us. So,
hi, Rich.
Hey, how's it going tonight?
Going good. Are we going to have Kooima on here, or is it just you? Or you're solo tonight?
I gave him the link. He'll be around, I suppose. He's working pretty hard right now.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Are you
at least
guys
at the
on right now?
Yeah, we're down at the track. We're trying to do a little bit of something anyway. We had about 9/10 of rain, so that was great. We needed that.
Good deal. I saw some. Did you get that crazy stuff they were talking? No, like derachos and everything else, Rich?
No, we Rock Valley didn't get any wind at all. We had a nice shower from about 4:30 so until about 6. So
Okay, good.
we got some water on the track, which was good.
Yep, I like it. Well, clearly one of the biggest polls in the state of Iowa. Rich, what is the history of the poll in Rock Valley? How did this get started?
Well, 2004 was the first Outlaw show we did.
Okay.
But there were some other shows before that. You know, we did some local tri-state stuff and things. So tractor pulling's been in Rock Valley for a long time before that. I don't even remember the exact year, but we've had a lot of tractor pulling happening in Rock Valley before. Hi, guys.
Kooima, how are you, buddy?
Good. It's Kooima. If I can show you who it is. There he is.
Is that the?
Just anybody
that
can
the
show up
Kurt
in Rock
Kooima?
Valley and go get to work. We're not too fussy.
Well, you can't be. I mean, volunteers are free. You know what I'm saying, Rich?
There you go. Well, this guy isn't free, so.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, we've actually going back to your history. There was a lot. Tractor pulling started a long time ago, but we started at 04 with the Outlaws, 3 classes back in 04.
And
Do you remember what classes those were, Rich?
Well, I can remember one for sure. Well, maybe 2. Super Farm and definitely the 4x4s were there.
We pulled Super Farm twice.
Yeah, I think so. That's right. It was twice.
Super Farms in Rock Valley, that's for sure.
But Pro 4x4s were one of the first ones as well.
So you went from 3 classes then to how many classes now?
30.
From 3 to 30. That's 2004. That's pretty awesome. And do you guys recall how many hooks we had on Saturday night or Friday night last year?
140 or 50, wasn't it, Kurt?
I don't remember. I had like
That
150.
That feels right.
Yeah,
That feels right.
something like that.
Yeah, the COVID year, 2020, seems like there was 170 some on Saturday night. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, there's the flyer there. Tell us any information that spectators would need to know about what's going on at Rock Valley this weekend, guys. What time do the gates open? entry admission for adults, children, beverages, coolers, etc.?
Yeah, so Friday night the pool starts at 6:30. Gates are always going to be open 2 hours before of any of our sessions. The gates open 2 hours before. They can go get in and go to the pits, you know, look around. Saturday we start at 12:30 and then again at 6. Saturday, the deal with that is you get in with one ticket, $25 for all day Saturday. So you actually get to do the afternoon show as well as the evening show for $25. Friday night's the same way, $25 for Friday. Kids are 10 and 5 and under are free.
What's the age restriction on the kids ticket?
Oh, sorry, yeah, 6 to 12, 6 years to 12 years are 10. Yep. The other thing I guess would be the make the parking and stuff, you know, coming into Rock Valley. The parking is definitely close by. There's not really a long ways to walk, you know, the main lot, or if you park up in town on the streets, it's not that far to walk in. We do have handicap parking as well, you know, so that's been a big question. Usually we get 5 phone calls a day on that. So we got handicap. Camping is available, free camping. Of course, it's dry. I don't have any hookups. And that's not that far away either. That's just underneath the bridge by the road, and a hop and a skip, you're at the front gate.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like the camping's a good time up there, Rich. So.
Yeah, they do. There's they kind of help themselves over there. We're not real fussy. Get them parked in there, and I bet we can get 100 campers in there, and if we have to find more, we will.
Yep. Let's see here.
Yeah. What's the forecast, guys?
Pork sandwiches, Mark Ham says, guys. Kurt, pork sandwiches?
Oh, yeah. The best.
Any special instructions for getting a camping spot? Is it on the website, guys?
So go to rockvalleypool.com. And there's a tab up there at the top that shows lodging, motels, directions, and it shows a picture of where to go camping. It's a nice little diagram and direction. But it's it's south of the pool on the south side of 18. There's a separate lot that you pull down. But there's a nice map and stuff there on the website, rockvalleypool.com.
Yep, I'll bring the website up right now and take a peek at that while we're yakking.
You mentioned that the camping spots, and they're not far away. Can folks use their ATVs or side-by-sides to ride from the camping area to the track? Or?
Yeah, they can. They're going to have a spot to park the ATV or whatever when they get up to the gate. They can't just set it by the gate. They'll need a parking spot. So.
Okay. Just curious. Could be a question that could come up here, but
yeah, I've had that app already. Definitely, yeah. Can't just we got handicap parking right next to the gate, so we aren't able to park all the ATVs there. But there's lots of spots to park them. But like I've told everybody, we've got a people wagon that'll be going around. That'll actually pick you up if you need to from the back of the parking lot and get you right up to the front gate.
Okay.
And that's not that far, within like an eighth of a mile or less.
Kurt Van says both are sold out, and he was told today that the Suit Center is sold out, which is probably another 200 rooms. So it's going to be a great event. If you're thinking about coming, get in your car and drive this way, it's going to be awesome. I have the website up on the screen right now. I put the website link in there, rockvalleypool.com. That's an easy Google search as well, but it's a very well-run website, super easy to navigate, all the stuff you need. Click on schedule. Friday, 6:30 p.m., Saturday, July 9th at 12:30 p.m., Saturday, July 9th at 6 p.m. You heard Rich say the gates open 2 hours before each show. 2 tracks, 2 sleds, 3 sessions, 30 classes, excellent parking and camping. One of our official sponsors, Rock Valley Tractor Parts, Case IH, Town and Country Implement, A&I Products, Eco Tuning, Ziegler Ag, Van Z Enterprises, Iowa Cutter Supply, The Rock Valley, is that like your local chamber guys? Do they sponsor you? That's their logo?
This is the city of Rock Valley.
City of Rock Valley, okay. Is Kurt Van Beek still the mayor of Rock Valley, Rich?
I think about 3 days a year, something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Valley Industrial, B&B Gates, Dale and Mary Paloma.
Mayor.
And Agrivision. So, but again, the website's super easy to navigate. Great information. All the classes, all the stuff you're going to see. Good pictures, sponsors, ticket information.
Yeah.
Lodging. There's your hotel. You talked about. There's your hotel camping. So everything's at rockvalleypool.com. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of it on there's been updated here just recently. We try to keep that up every year. Yeah, we've tried to get as much info on there as we possibly can. The Facebook, though, is probably going to have the most current stuff, meaning the poster that you just got up there shown. We've got Tim Blankensport does a terrific job for us getting everything up on Thunder in the Valley Facebook.
He does an awesome job.
He does.
He does an awesome job. Kurt, can you pan again? I didn't realize you were panning that. I made you a little bigger. There's Kurt standing right where Ron gets to stand this weekend and just showing the track. So you can see the well-oiled machine out there, fans. So well-oiled machine.
Just got an inch of rain on it.
Good deal. Keep that. As long as it rains now and not Friday and Saturday. So
Exactly.
Weather's
Yeah.
perfect.
84
Friday.
what'd you say, Kurt?
84 on Saturday, 86 on Friday.
That'll work.
Oh, nice.
They're supposed to be done Wednesday night.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to bring the Facebook page up right now, too. Keep talking,
So-
guys.
Rock Valley has become, Thunder in the Valley has become an iconic pull. You guys have done a great job, but pullers also try to win that coveted award you have there for the overall win, the best of both nights. Tell us about that award a little bit.
I'm going to let Kurt do that. That was his deal.
The Rock.
Talk to
I don't have no pictures of it, but people have seen it quite a bit. Basically, your overall finish, take the average. Sometimes we have to go back to footage to figure out who the winner is. Basically, the total combined. Or, yeah. If it's obvious with the placing, then we use the placing. So,
yeah, that award for the pullers, the competitors that have won that, that doesn't go in the trailer. That one goes in the trophy case. I mean, that's one everybody wants to win when they come to Rock Valley.
yeah, I think we've been doing it for 4 years now, maybe.
I believe so.
and
Yeah, I think
so
this
this
is
is
our fourth year.
fourth year. And it's the same thing, and it's the same thing there too. The pullers really want to get that overall award win for the weekend. It means a lot to them. So, and this pull is huge. I mean, this is one of our bigger pulls of the season. If you've never been to Thunder in the Valley, make plans to come. If you absolutely can't come, check it out on outlawpulling.tv, the official streaming channel of the Outlaws. We're going to be rocking and rolling 6:30 Friday night, then Saturday afternoon and Saturday night as well. Big weekend of pulling up in Northwest Iowa this weekend. You guys have had a lot of help, I'm sure, with this event over the years. Would you like to mention any names of some of your sponsors to make this event happen?
Yes, you named a few of those on the website there. They're all listed. But number one, of course, we've got to thank Dale and Mary Paloma. Of course, we use their ground here and the facilities that we built up. They've allowed us to do that. So that's number one. There's a couple others, that we borrow land from, the Rock Valley Hay Sale. We have to thank him too. But just everybody willing to come together on that weekend and just say, hey, just do it, means a lot. It's just unbelievable the support we get from Rock Valley in general. Overall, all the sponsors. But, I can probably pull that list up there, but it's endless. We've got just a ton of different sponsors that do things for us. I mean, give us good stuff. It isn't always cash and things, but it's just ask them and they do it. It's just been really good. Rock Valley's been good to us.
Yeah, and the city kind of embraces this a bit as well, don't they?
Yeah, the city actually console. I really don't even need to go every year, but we go and ask for their support, and it's just we kind of like to say that we've put Rock Valley on the map a little bit. The Outlaws have been very good to us, and actually have been able to get people to town that come back and say, you know what, I was there at the tractor pull for the first time, and now I found all these businesses that do things. We just got a lot of industry in town, and that's what people strive to come back for.
Is there any one particular year of Thunder in the Valley that stands out to either of you guys that stands out as one of, just something that may have happened or, could have been the COVID year event? I mean, it stands out to you guys?
Yeah, I would say, on the good side, the COVID thing we were really uptight, nervous what we were doing. Nobody else was having a pull, and Rock Valley was. But we had, again, the support of all the town to do it. And everybody locally said, go for it. So we did. Yeah, we had a lot of hooks that year. I don't remember what it was. It was a terrific pull. And it kind of opened things up from what we looked at. From there on the rest of the summer, there was a lot of pulls that happened. Of course, last year on the bad side, but is actually, we think it was the good side. It was a blessing. We had 4 inches of rain, but we needed it for the area, the farms. We got a crop out of that deal, and that was something that you don't want to happen, but it's the first time in 18 years. So.
Yeah, it was definitely a deluge of rain that fell on Rock Valley last year. I know Will and I were tearing everything down that next afternoon in the mud and the rain and everything. It was pretty soggy, but at least we got the Friday night in. The Friday night show was great, and hopefully we get all 3 sessions if the weather stands as it's been forecasted right now. It looks like it's going to be a great weekend up there for all 3 sessions.
You bet.
Is Kurt Van Beek still with you there?
Around.
He's around. I was just curious. You don't have to yell for him.
Oh, he's doing nothing like normal.
Oh.
Right here.
I'm working.
Oh, you're working?
Unlike Kooima.
Yeah.
Kurt, owning the Outlaws, what does Rock Valley mean? Being that your hometown, what does Rock Valley mean to you?
Hey, Kurt, back here. That's the question.
Kurt, with you owning the Outlaws and Rock Valley being your hometown, how special is this event to you personally?
Well, Rock Valley's always been special to me and Taylor, to pull in your hometown. Obviously, winning here is a big deal. But since you guys sold us that diesel super, that's harder and harder to do. But we're going to give it a heck of a shot this year. But
I've always been meaning to thank you for that, Kurt.
What?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you should thank me for that. But no, it's awesome. Rock Valley, I think last year or COVID year, I don't remember what year it was. We did this. You did that podcast too, and I said the same thing. That Rock Valley is now one of the top 10, if not the top 5 in the country, and it's on everybody's bucket list. And this year is going to be probably their biggest event ever. Last year was huge, but then we got rained out on Saturday. But this year, based on the calls and the text that I'm getting from, seriously, Wisconsin, Eastern Iowa, Minnesota. I had one guy call from California, a whole bunch of calls from Texas. The motels all being full. This is going to be a rock and roll. And you know what? These guys here, I'm not on. Obviously, we own the Outlaws, but this group here, Rich and Kurt and Dave Rozeboom and Bobby Davalar and the other Rozeboom uncles and Scott Skelling, their track crew is bar none as good as any place in the country, and we'll rock them through. We're going to have a lot of hooks. We're going to have a big crowd, and it's going to be an awesome deal. You guys need to get here. Everybody needs to get in their car and drive this way.
Yeah, and one thing we have.
Go ahead, Ron.
One thing we haven't even touched on is the fact that, you know, the Rockwell pull actually moved that event off of Rock Valley State. So, you know, that could mean increased numbers for this event as well as far as competitors.
Yeah, obviously, NTPA still put a poll down in Dodge City, Kansas, but
Sure.
we've had a lot of competitors, both PPL and Outlaw, that are PPA that have said they're coming here. I mean, it's on every. This is the Toma, this is the Chapel Hill, this is the Bowling Green of the Midwest. Obviously, Wisner at the end of the year is another one of them, and that's a great event. But for this time of the year, you know what? Everybody wants to come here, and the fans want to see it. So to answer your question, Jason, I'm just proud to be from Rock Valley. Somehow I just happen to be in the town with one of our biggest events, and I'm happy to help put it on, but just proud that this group continues to do what they do.
I mean, I guess what I find unique about it is basically in 18 years, it's become one of the premier events in the country, and especially in the state of Iowa. I mean, between that and Rockwell, Rich, I mean, how many years was the event going on before? Because sometimes it takes 20, 30 years for something like this to get to this level. Like before you had the Outlaws, what were you guys pulling then?
Well, I guess I got to give Kurt Van Beek a little credit on this one. Kurt, you there yet? They did it. Actually, the test and tune probably got this whole thing going.
Okay.
They did kind of a, you know, it used to be the tri-state and different organizations, but, you know, it was getting to be changing over to the faster and more horsepower, more power track type tractors. And they did a test and tune with all the different classes. And that kind of got some of that super farm stuff to town here. And that's where this whole deal kind of got going. I think it was in the back of Dale's shed on a Saturday afternoon where 4 or 5 guys were talking, and you know how that goes.
Yep. Next thing you know, the sled's hooked up and we're blowing smoke. So
If they're going to go back that far, Jason, then I have to tell the story is, you know, we bought a super farm way back in the day, and we used to be fairly well known in the super farm world. I mean, we'd won Toma once, we won Gordyville twice. We were kind of making a name for ourselves in the super farm world. We had the black tractor, and it was pretty awesome. And then my good friend here standing next to me, Kurt Kooima, they went and bought Red Rock, and then we couldn't beat them, so we got the heck out of that class.
Did you guys just hear that?
We got the heck out of that class and moved up to 4-1, and then your dad and my son hooked up in Gordyville and turned us into decent supers. So yeah, that's the story.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, it's just there's a, you know, every state has a couple big name pulls, and I think every association has a couple, like you said it, Kurt. You don't have to say the city, you don't have to say the state, you just say Rock Valley, and everybody knows where that is, or, you know, or Chapel Hill or Bowling Green or Toma, and that Rock Valley is getting established. And, you know, and Ron touched on it. I am so glad that Rockwell and Rock Valley got off top of each other. Yeah, Dodge City, Kansas, but that's a long way south. And then from a competitor standpoint, I mean, I just want to have standing room only, because there's nothing better as a promoter and as a fan and as a puller to be at something that everybody else is at. That gives you such a great feeling.
Yeah. And the weather is going to be great this weekend. So if anybody's even thinking about, you know, looking at the weather, I mean, the weather after this rain came through today, which was awesome because we needed it, and it's good for the track. But it's going to be a good track. It's going to be standing room only, but don't let that keep you away, because we got the big screen, and you're going to be able to see the event, and it's going to be great.
Good. Well, Kurt Van Beek, we'll let you get back to work, and we'll finish up with Rozeboom and Kooima here. So, okay, now that he's gone, we can tell the truth. No, I'm just teasing. Guys, Rich, do you have any pulling heritage, or like, did you grow up pulling tractors? What kind of got you into this, Rozeboom?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely off the farm, but I work with the actual in sales and equipment, and that's kind of where I've been involved in it. No, I've never owned a pulling tractor, but I like tractor pulling, and that's why I stay with it. I guess I've got a few friends, Kooima might be one of them, you know, that has a tractor, so that's where the interest is. And Rock Valley's just been a pull in town, though. So that's definitely kept the interest up. But it's more or less, just being involved in keeping tractors on the track, and the red is kind of my color. So
understood. Another thing I noticed when I was out there last year on Friday was just the overall the volunteers, guys. They seemed happy to be there. They were pumped up. I know last year I think they were raising a bunch of money for the swimming pool, and it's kind of funny because Saturday morning where they were selling tickets, there was a swimming pool, and when the rains came through. So, but the volunteers in that town they love Thunder in the Valley, Rich and Kurt.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think, I've heard, I think it was on, somebody posted it that, the good thing about Rock Valley is they're volunteers. It's just, they have a lot of fun and they're friendly, and it's just, we wouldn't be here without them.
Agreed. So 3 sessions, Friday night, 6:30, Saturday, 12:30, Saturday night at 6 for all of you doing at rockvalleypoll.com. You can also go to the Outlaw app. Kooima, what do you have left for us here tonight, sir?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
I could go find my partner Dave and make him talk on this thing.
That's fine. Ron and I will talk to anybody. We're proving that right now. So I just want to put that out there.
Make him say.
Yep.
Kurt, we'll let you
One
go.
thing.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, what's going on?
Talk to us.
He's our spokesman of the guy of the team.
Yeah.
I see that. He's very well versed. He had his speech ready and everything. So
Yeah. Kurt sneaks up on you.
he does that. So no, we just want to thank you for all that you guys do to put on a great event. We can't wait to get there this weekend. So
Well, thanks for supporting us and helping us out, getting the word out there, and we can't wait to have you here in Rock Valley as well.
Are you coming, Schultz?
no, I have my 50th wedding anniversary for my in-laws this weekend, but Dad will be there with the tractor. So
Priorities, buddy.
divorce. It's called divorce, Kurt. What happened. I've skipped a lot of stuff, but my in-laws 50th, no, that's not happening. So the remedy is on the dyno right now at Hart's, and Doug is going to be bringing it to Concord Thursday, and then Rock Valley Friday morning over to Taylor's. Take a look at the tires. So
When's the next one you're going to be at?
Bloomfield the following week. So
Bloomfield. Is that whose poll is that?
it's Outlaws. I'm running Outlaw points, so
Oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
rest of them I have are Outlaw points. So. Yep.
Yeah, new hook this year.
Yep.
But this event, people will be amazed at this event too if they've never been to Rock Valley, especially for really pushing the envelope on entries like we did a couple of years ago. Just the speed at which the show moves along. We put a lot of tractors down the track, both tracks at Rock Valley. I'm pretty sure 2 years ago we were pushing 180 entries on Saturday night, and we were done at like 10:45. I was amazed at how fast we got that many tractors and trucks down the track there. So
Yeah, there's times we slow them down.
I know, Ron.
yeah.
I was in the announcer with you, and I said, "How do we slow them down?" And we said, "If we do that, we're in trouble." So we let them go.
Yeah, we had a bunch the COVID year. It was pretty amazing that we got all those guys down the track as quickly as we did. But it was a great show. And folks, if you've never been to Rock Valley, Iowa, to Thunder to Valley, get your butts up there Friday, Saturday, this weekend. If you can't make it, of course, tune in live at Outlaw Pulling TV. Going to be a great show. Looking forward to it, guys.
You bet. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to seeing you here too.
Yeah, thanks for
All right. Kurt, Rich, thank you guys. We'll see you Friday.
Okay.
Looking forward to it, man.
All right.
You bet. Have a good one.
Yep.
Have a good night. Thank you.
I'm getting a video queued up for Rock Valley that I got. So, well, Ron, you're on your way back home from Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Cool. How's your dad?
Dad's good. Dad's good.
Good.
Got some quality time in. Yep.
Yep, I like it. I like it.
Couldn't find a tractor pull really close. We actually took in some drag racing on Saturday night.
Oh, cool.
We were that close to going to an Ohio State tractor pull. It was a little over 2 hours away, and we decided to take. There's a local drag strip there, not far away, and we went there and took in some drag racing and saw couple of the street Outlaws guys there racing. Was pretty cool. So, we got our motorsports fix for the weekend anyway. So
I love it.
So yeah, is your pops driving at Concord as well?
Yep. Yeah. So like, I don't know if you heard me, but the tractor's at the dyno right now at Hart's Diesel. Doug took it down this morning. My engine builder, Tony McDonald, is down there. They're making passes on it right now. And then they're going to put it back together, and Doug's going to head for Concord to be up there Thursday.
Cool. Good deal.
Yeah, we never got to the dyno earlier this year, and it's running good. I need to drive it better, not pick crappy spots of the track like I did in Manila. But
no comment.
Just want to get on the dyno so we know everything's okay, and it makes it feel better. So
absolutely, tweak some more horsepower out of it if possible. And
yep, I won't be opposed to that. So.
Well, good deal.
The beer tent, can you have it in the stands? Yes, you can have beer in the stands at Rock Valley. So,
yeah. Always try to keep that question with the promoters. That question always comes up, about coolers and beer sales and such. So always try to touch on that. But That's a cool picture. Look at that.
Yeah, this is some of my video from last year, so I'll share that once at the end of the show here. But it's a big week. I really feel like, Ron, now it's almost, there's like 4 or 5 pulls a week. It's fair season, and the Outlaws run such a big circle of different states. Different states have their different fair schedules, but excited for Concord, Nebraska. I didn't realize the history of that event. They've been pulling there for over 100 years. So, and sometimes it's those small towns that really surprise you with the big crowds. You know what I mean?
It's a pretty cool location too. A cool old grandstand, pretty neat place.
Yeah, so I just got a text from one of the board. You can't bring your cooler into Rock Valley, but you can buy the beer and take it into the stands, is what I meant. So.
Yep. Very important to know. Very important to know.
You can't bring coolers, something to do with insurance. But they do have a beer tent. You will not go what's the word I'm looking for? You will not go thirsty, Ron. You will not go thirsty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that's about all I have, Ron. We've been going for an hour, so I think we fulfilled our contractual obligations to the Ron Stone Foundation.
It's a wrap, friend. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So, I'm going to play some video, and you drive careful, okay, buddy?
I'll be back. I'll be heading west.
All right, man. Take care.
Bye, buddy. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to another Outlawed with Ron Stone. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. You can listen to this tomorrow on an audio podcast. Go to iTunes. Go to what's the other one? Spotify, and click on Let's Grow Polling, and you can check it out and have a good time. So I'm gonna play some video that I have from last year. You guys have a great night. Concord, Nebraska, this Thursday, 7 p.m. Then Rock Valley, Iowa, one of the biggest polls in Iowa, if not the nation. Friday night, 6:30. Saturday, 12:30. 30 classes. And then they come back Saturday night at 6:30. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Anybody that's an outlaw or is associated with outlaws has got the outlaw.